Hey everybody, it is Lesley Dale with the TFP, and we, the TFP, are media partners with Channel 3 WRCB. So this is a pleasure today. I know you're really busy. Chief Meteorologist Paul Barys. So it's getting a little wild, right?
Well, it's getting wild because the computer models are seeing a little more intensity in the system.
Okay, so like what are you seeing?
Okay, well right now I'll put out the warnings and the watches and all that kind of stuff and the advisories that the Weather Service has put out so far. They put out earlier today, they had winter storm watches out for North Georgia, and they decided to put out a winter storm warning for North Georgia now, and they're calling for a couple inches of snow, and that includes the mountains of North Carolina too. West of Chattanooga, they put out winter weather advisories and maybe 1 to 2 inches up on the Cumberland Plateau. Down in Alabama, less than an inch more than likely. The thing that sort of made me inquisitive on this and guessing about it is all of a sudden the Weather Service in Morristown went from nothing to a winter storm watch, and they really think that the storm is going to intensify over southeast Tennessee.
When?
So by Friday afternoon. That's what they're thinking right now.
Do you need to get in?
No, that's right.
Okay.
I need to get the phone on. Those are Skywatchers calling in with high temperatures.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's happening is the winter storm watch is up, and all the stuff is really up for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Because the storm is way out in the Great Plains. It's a long way there. So we're going to watch this system move in. I was thinking about an inch or less in the valley areas in Chattanooga, and North Georgia maybe an inch to an inch and a half further south you go. A little better chance. Now Atlanta is probably going to get clobbered.
Really?
They may see a good 4 inches.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
At least it's not. The Weather Service is putting out 2 to 4 for our neck of the woods in Tennessee, and 1 to 2 in Georgia. They haven't gotten really together on that. They haven't talked to each other. See, I deal with 5 or 4 different forecast offices.
Okay.
Usually you only deal with 1.
Oh, lucky you.
So I got to deal with 4. I deal with Huntsville, Nashville, Morristown, and Atlanta. So, because we're right on the border there, and they do everything by states. So that's the problem that I've got here, is that that's why all these advisories are all over the place, and they cover almost everything. But there is a chance, and the main thing we want to get out of this is that there is a chance tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening especially, and overnight, that you may see a couple inches of snow at least, and maybe a little bit more in some of the higher elevations. So that's the way things are looking. And then by Saturday, it's pretty much out of here. But the thing for absolutely positively sure, it's going to get real cold, and it's going to be windy tomorrow night, and it's going to be breezy tomorrow, windy tomorrow night, and pretty breezy to windy coming up on Saturday. Saturday the skies will clear off, and the temperatures will only be in the low 30s. With the wind blowing, it's going to feel awfully cold, and if you have snow on the ground where you are, it's going to be even colder. So it's going to be rough.
You're breaking my heart.
Yeah. Well, if you're a snow lover, and there's a lot of what I call snow geese out there who just can't wait for it.
That's a real thing?
Yeah, snow. Yeah, they're excited about it. There are more people excited about it than anything, and more people will be disappointed that it happens Friday afternoon, Friday night.
School
because
will not
there's
be
no
canceled.
Yeah, school will not be canceled on Saturday. See, so they wish it would be on a weekday.
So I spoke with TV station WSMV Channel 4 in Nashville today. Thank you, Assistant News Director Michelle Palmer. I was wondering about people trying to drive to Nashville, and she spoke about the Cumberland Plateau area as well. And then, what do you think about that?
Well, they're going to start the snow there earlier.
Okay.
So if you got to go somewhere, go tonight.
Go tonight.
Yes.
What about tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning could be a problem.
Really?
Once you get over the plateau into middle Tennessee.
Okay.
So
and
then the snow around noonish or so. I'll show you.
Okay.
If you got a second here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you.
Thank you for your time. He's
Oh,
so
sure.
busy today, you guys.
I'll show you what our Vipercast is predicting right now. If I can find it here, it is right here. Yeah, watch this.
Okay.
Now Vipercast has been really anti-snow on this. It hasn't been really gung-ho, although this run of the model is a little higher. This is coming out around noon tomorrow. See all this in here, that's snow. Okay.
Wow.
See, that's all snow.
See that.
Oh my goodness.
Winds are out
Oh,
of the
yeah.
north, and that's snow at around noon. And then throughout the day, by 5 o'clock, it's eased down into North Georgia, and in North Carolina. The darker blue here is where the heaviest snow is. And then it's starting to clear off over Middle Tennessee.
Okay.
So, and then we go further down, this is around 10 o'clock, tomorrow night, not tonight, tomorrow night, it's
Okay.
clearing off to the north, snow from Dalton on southward, and then clearing off by Saturday morning, it's pretty much out of here. Just the wind is blowing, especially up in the mountains, a pretty good breeze. So it's going to be awfully cold. If there's any snow on the ground, it'll be awfully cold.
So you think the kids are going to have some fun, maybe on
Yeah,
Signal
they
Lookout?
may. Yeah, I think definitely on the mountains. I think they got a chance. This is by Saturday, 7 o'clock, clear skies. And this is what our computer model is predicting right now. This is our in-house computer model. It's saying about an inch in Dalton, about a half inch in Cleveland. That's what I've been saying, for the last couple of days.
Okay.
And the further south you go, see, now you're getting into the Appalachians, you get 2 to 4.
Wow,
Depending where
yeah.
you go.
And you
See,
said Atlanta.
yeah, and Atlanta will get more too. Atlanta can get 2, at least 2 or 3.
Okay.
Okay. The one thing about Atlanta is it radiates a lot of heat. So when it first starts, it may melt a lot.
Okay.
See, so then you got to figure in the melting, and then it gets.
So you got to like
complicated.
really get out there and make the snowman as soon as you see it.
Right, right. You
Okay.
should be able to do it though. You should be able to. do
That's
snowman.
fun.
But that's basically what I'm thinking right now. But the
Okay.
Weather Service is going higher than that, so they're going to get
Really?
to say, we'll see what happens. Well, they got to watch out. That means they'll change the forecast.
And
They will. They'll either put an advisory or they'll put a warning out. One of the two.
So Friday's the big day. What about tonight?
Nothing tonight.
Nothing tonight.
Nothing worth mentioning.
You're wrong, Ellis. Our
There's-
digital
there-
director.
well, there
here.
could-
said it was gonna get
there
cold.
Could, well, there could be.
He said it was gonna get cold.
Yeah, it's going to
Okay.
get cold tonight. I got temperatures 30, 31 tonight.
Okay. This time of year, is this atypical, you think?
No, this is typical. Yeah, this is typical of this time of year.
It is, okay.
But this situation that we've got now is not a typical southeast snowstorm. It's a little different. It happens. It's not the first time it's ever happened.
Right.
But this type of thing coming out of the west like that, usually to get everybody knows, I think around here, to get a real good snow, you follow the weather, you got to have a storm almost near the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay.
Like when we had our blizzard.
Yeah.
That was huge. It was
Yeah.
a big, big storm. This is not like that. This is more like a little wave coming through the atmosphere.
Okay.
The big ones are easy to predict.
Yeah.
They're much easier to predict.
Yeah.
The little ones, the ones in between,
Tricky.
like this one, these are tricky ones.
Okay, I hear you, and you're up to a lot. So you mentioned a lot of people. What did you call them? The snow
Snow geese.
snow geese, and then you have the sky watchers.
Yeah, the
right?
sky watchers will call in with the highs, lows. and
Okay,
stuff.
yeah. So people love weather, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
In news, the whole time I worked in news, I have a lot of friends who are meteorologists, and they call themselves like weather geeks, and there's such a science that goes into all of this, and people get very emotional with you and everything. But this storm sounds like there's a lot of excitement more than fear, right?
Yeah. This is not going to. Now, the one thing is that since it's going to be so cold, tomorrow night, especially late tomorrow night, you don't want to be stuck anywhere.
Yeah.
Because, it's going to be very cold. The wind's going to be blowing. And if you get, you slide off a road somewhere and you end up in a ditch, you better have your winter gear with you.
Yeah.
Bridges.
Yeah.
Because you got to be careful, especially in rural areas. You got to be real careful because those streets, those roads will freeze over faster than anything else. The main roads will throw some salt on and may delay it depending on how much snow you get.
Okay.
But you do not want to get caught out in this situation. That could be
Don't be stupid.
deadly. That could
Yeah,
be deadly.
that's
So,
serious.
and they have people that have gotten hurt
I
and
know.
died of hypothermia.
I remember.
Yeah.
Even we've had reporters. I worked here a long time ago. Do you remember me?
Yeah, I remember you. I remember.
Good.
I
But do you
know
remember?
where you worked before even then.
Oh, where?
Yeah, in Richmond.
Yeah. And there was
I have a
Mage.
good friend who's a meteorologist in Richmond. He told me you were coming. John Bernier.
Warren.
Oh, I
you mean
remember
Warren.
him. John Bernier. Wow. But I covered snow a lot in Richmond.
Oh, yeah.
And the roads, the Hampton roads. Yeah.
That's down near Norfolk.
But that reminds me too. I was going to say when I worked here a decade ago,
Yeah,
we
something.
had reporters and photographers who would get
Stuck?
who I remember Will Carr. He flipped
Yep.
his car that one day.
Yep.
Yeah, an old reporter. And then when I was in Richmond, I used to have to drive to work at like 3 a.m. and in snow, I would see people. I would be the first one who would actually see a car flipped over in the snow. It was really scary, and I would be like
yeah.
the first one to call it in to the.
Well, when
It's
people
cra- it was
start
crazy.
when people start sliding, they panic. The first
Yeah.
thing they do is hit the brakes, which
Yeah.
is meaningless.
Yeah.
You might as well just, scream
Yeah.
Hit the
Yeah.
gas.
because it's not going to do any good.
Yeah.
When you're on a slick road, do not hit the brakes. Steer, but do not hit the brakes.
Okay.
Because it's worth it.
Just
Won't do
don't
anything.
be out on the road.
And don't be on the road in a stupid situation. When there's
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay, well, it seems like it is picking up more than we thought a few hours ago.
Yeah.
That's why we're glad
Yeah.
we came to talk to
This
you.
is an evolving
Yeah.
forecast
It's
a little bit.
an
Yeah.
evolving forecast, and we'll have more. We'll have, I got to do the 5 and 6 in a while.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the 11 o'clock, and we'll have new data completely on that. This
Okay.
whole thing will be different.
All
at
right.
11 o'clock.
Well, you're definitely the one to talk to. And
Mm-hmm.
people, I think are now taking things a little bit more seriously now
Mm-hmm.
that they hear stuff like this. But a few hours ago, we went to a grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
as people do, and there was a lot of bread.
Yeah,
there
I've
was
seen
a
it.
lot of milk. We tried to bring Paul some milk.
I love it and I appreciate it, except that
But
I don't drink milk. I'm not lactose intolerant. I just don't drink
There you
milk.
go.
I used to when I was a kid.
We'll go
And
give
ice
it.
cream. Oh my gosh.
We'll go give it to David Carroll. But
Oh,
yeah,
he'll love it, yeah.
I think the stores though now that people are watching this, they probably will go pick up some of the staples.
Well,
you
if
know.
you can make it through Saturday, you'll be fine.
Well,
because
so-
Saturday will be okay.
Right,
Most
right.
spots.
Hopefully everyone has 2 days of supplies. A day,
I
day and a half.
said I don't.
No,
I
okay.
don't. I better
you
go.
could use that then.
Yeah, and I'm up on Signal, so I
Oh.
gotta get going.
Well, the one thing about Signal
Can
is
I
they
have
clean the
this?
roads really well up there. Okay.
Do they?
That's from what I've
I
been told.
recently, I recently moved up
From
there,
what I've
so I
been
don't
told,
know.
they clean them up faster here than they do down there.
Okay.
Down here, yeah.
All right.
But I think it's a safe bet that Roberts Mill Road and the W Road will
Yeah,
be
they'll close those
shut down
like that,
immediately.
yeah.
My I'm not going to say my partner over here is going to be concerned if I can get to work.
Okay.
You're not
We
concerned?
still have a newspaper to put out.
Oh, all right. I'll make it. I will steer.
That's right.
I will
Okay.
steer. Okay. Thank you for your time
My pleasure.
and everything you're doing.
Stay safe and
Is-
stay warm.
It's nice to see you after
nice to see you.
a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So he's the man. Be watching him, and
We'll see you later, folks.
5
Yeah.
o'clock and 11.
it's
Okay.
nice to be media partners with you. Did
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see you every night at 11.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we see you every night at 11.
Cool.
I finish, and they usually
you.
run you a little bit there.
Oh, thanks. A little gig. Yeah. Okay. Bye, you guys. Stay safe.
And
Stay
stay
off
warm.
the roads tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night especially.
Tomorrow night, especially. And, kids might have a little bit of fun, but they have
Oh,
to
yeah.
go to school probably
That's
still.
right, yeah, that's
In
right.
Nashville, I did see that
They'll
they,
probably
there
have,
were delays
I,
today.
I don't outguess the superintendents on the schools.
Yeah.
I don't even try to outguess
That's a
them.
whole
I
different
give them the
story.
forecast and let them make a decision.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you
sir.
later.